Yeah, Peyton Manning's original read is not covered. We've seen a little bit more of this here of late. So when you hold that football and you wait a split second, that allows that pressure to get there.
It's a 2nd and 7. Blair White. That's enough for the first at the 49. Timeout called by the Colts, still with 2 remaining. 58 seconds to go in the half, trying to trim that 14-point New England lead.
Patriots defense. It's young and it's aggressive. It has stepped up at some crucial times this year, like late in the game against Baltimore, a game they won in overtime. But worst ever in franchise history, completion percentage, pass yards a game, total yards a game. Manning's hit 9 consecutive, 15 of 20 on the game, 75%.
And they're 7-2.
Yep. Turned over that roster on that defensive side. 1st and 10, and that's over the outstretched arm of Jacob Tamme.
Sprint halftime report again, headed your way with JB, Dan Shannon, Boomer, Coach Cowher. The 1 o'clock game recaps, updates on the late games, Saints up on Seattle. And other action, all the latest coming up back at Studio 43 in New York. 4 consecutive games scoring in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Will they do it again today? 54 seconds, setting up screen to James. Then a block on Wilford. And James has a first at the 40, written down by Ninkovich. Mayo also in on the hit. Flag down. And it's coming back. It's going to be a hold against the Colts. Wipes out the 11-yard pass play.
Opening. Offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down. Center, number 63, Jeff Saturday. From behind, Patrick Joe. Good call. You see these screens, the quick passes by the Colts. That's their running game. They're having no success handing the football off, so they're trying to get some cheap yards in different ways, and you do it with the quick passes and screens.
It'll be 2nd and 15. On the sideline, they hit Wayne. They actually spot that forward progress to the 40. That's good for a first. Pass play of 17 yards. Timeout, Colts. Ball at the 40. Terry, the all-time scorer in Patriot history, warming up for a possible field goal attempt. What happened on that last throw?
Well, top of your screen, watch Reggie Wayne drives it off. He catches it, and you say, well, he gets out of bounds. Well, because he was going backwards, your forward progress is being stopped, so the clock keeps moving. That's why the Colts had to call the timeout.
He caught it at the 40. They gave him an extra yard on the spot at the 39. Even at the 40 was good for the first. First down on the slant, back to Wayne. Oh, he squeezes out of the jam. Inside the 20 and down at the 11. He went low. He went underneath Arrington. Picks up 28. Dighton is finally the one to bring him down. They got one timeout to play with. Clock running at 15. Bannon. Back to the end zone. And Tamme almost able to bring that one home.
Well, it was good fake. I think there's no question. Jacob Tamme, let's see if he gets a little double move. No, he just goes right around. And he mistimed this jump.
Yep. He was on the way down. Was Tamme.
Since Collie is not in the game, Peyton Manning has really been going towards Reggie Wayne.
As a timeout on the New England side. Tonight on CBS, a Subway sandwich boss goes undercover, faces the toughest employee ever. Don't miss an all-new Undercover Boss tonight only on CBS. Not to be confused with the Subway postgame show, Undercover Boss, tonight on America's #1 network. Still have not gotten any official word from the Colts bench about Austin Collie, but no doubt Rocky, after a couple of hits in this game, a couple of weeks removed from that concussion. So what do you think their play is here? Colts with one time, about 9 seconds. What, you got one throw to the end zone, maybe two?
Well, what you do, there's no question, I think New England's defense will be conservative. Bill Belichick told us that this Colts offense, they are great inside the 20-yard line because they have so many plays built up over the years. So you overplay it, they'll double move you, go into the end zone.
To the end zone and caught on the feet down. Yes, is the ruling on the field. Touchdown, Reggie Wayne. 11 yards to Reggie Wayne. It had been a while since Wayne had found the end zone.
I know one thing, the second half, this New England defense is going to pay attention to Reggie Wayne a lot more. Left foot's in, right foot's in. It's an easy catch. He has possession. And that is one perfect throw by Peyton Manning. Brandon Merriweather misjudged the angle. Went underneath instead of trying to come over the top.
Reggie's first touchdown catch on the road in his last 5 road games. He had only 1 touchdown in his last 7 overall. That's an 85-yard drive in 3.5 minutes. Five games in a row, scoring in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
Well, it's just the 2-minute offense. Here's the other thing, too, Jim. When you're playing the Colts, you lose track of down and distance and really the scope of the game because you're so worried about their pace. They have so many things. And Peyton Manning, you go, I believe sometimes defensive players don't realize if it's second long, third yard, they don't know because they're working so hard to stay up there and think of their assignments and the guy they got to cover during a no-huddle offense. And of course, the other thing is, too, when you're on the defensive side, you're always on edge, so it burns energy. It's tough.
So Peyton throws a pick on the first possession of the game, comes back, and by halftime has 211 yards throwing and a pair of touchdowns, including that one with just 4 seconds to go in the half. See if they'll keep it away from the dangerous Tate, who has 2 runbacks this year. That's what they do. And a knee taken right there by Algie Crumpler at the 35.
You see Algie Crumpler take a knee. Sometimes in these situations, I'm sure they've been coached up too by Scott O'Brien, the special teams coordinator, and Bill Belichick. Turn, give it to the guy who can score, and make that the last play of the first half.
Not going to try anything here as they drop back Welker. Protect the clean exchange just in case. So kneel down into
that touchdown. Of course, that gives your team tremendous energy going into the locker room.
Well, it was 14-0 at one time. 21-7, then 21-14. These 2 stars driving their teams up and down the field. 21-14 at the intermission, and you're watching the NFL on CBS.